you can hear me, please put in 222 in the chat, everybody. If you can hear me, let's type in 222 in the chat box. Type in 2 in the chat box. I want to be sure everybody can hear me. If you can hear me loud and clear, please let me know by typing in 222 in the chat box. We are 10 on the call right now, so I expect everyone to type in 222 in the chat. I expect everyone to put in 222 in the chat if you can hear me. So I want to be sure we are on the same page. Okay, this is lovely. This is good. This is good. All right. So before we get started, this investment and wealth creation webinar is going to help you a lot. This is expected to last between 1 hour and 1 hour 15 minutes. So I'm not going to take much of your time, but trust me, within this 1 hour 15 minutes, you are going to learn. Your mind is going to be open. All right. So make sure you call yourself back home. If there is anything that's going to distract you right now, guys, you want to put it aside. Okay. Devote this 1 hour 15 minutes to learn something new. This is something you learn and you can apply it to any walk of life. Okay. What you're going to learn right in this investment and wealth creation webinar is going to be of help to you in your entire life. And if you are going to apply this in your works of life, it's going to help you a lot. Okay. The goal of this investment and wealth creation program is to create the next generation of wealthy investors, right? So before we get started, let me quickly introduce myself to those who are totally new. As you can see right in front of you, my name is Abolade Adekola, the Kingmaker, as people call me. All right. I'm an investor, I'm a trader, I'm a father, and all of that. Okay. So, guys, I would like to get to meet each and every one of us. I still expect more people to come on this call, but a lot of people are called, few are choosing. Okay, so you should count yourself very, very lucky to be here live. So you're going to have the opportunity to ask me any question that is bothering you about investment and how to create wealth. So now I believe you guys have come into this class with a lot of questions. All right. So let's get to meet each other. Please kindly text in your name and where you are joining from. E.g., Mr. ABC from Lagos, from Abuja, wherever you're joining us from. Type in your name and where you're joining us from. Quickly, guys. Quickly, guys, let's get to meet each other. Where are you joining us from? Type in your name and where you're joining us from. All right. Olaoluwa from Ibadan. You're mostly welcome. Still waiting for others to introduce themselves. Okay, Tokwe from Lagos. All right. Greet from Port Harcourt. Philip from Gazua. All right. You mostly welcome everybody. So how about others? Okay, guys, let's get started. Let's start demystifying it one after the other. I'm super delighted to be here tonight. I am super elated. I'm so happy to be here tonight with you guys. And what, like I said, what I'll be sharing with you guys is going to be of a great value to you guys. All right. So as you can see right in front of you, investments and wealth creation. All right. A lot of people in life really want to invest, but they do not know how to go about it. A lot of people want to create wealth, but they do not know the steps to take. But the goal and the purpose of this class is to enlighten you, is to shed more light on the path you need to follow. This program is to let you know what you need to do and precisely for you to start small and grow big. And if you are already big, you start big and grow bigger. A lot of people are earning good money, but they do not know how to multiply it. A lot of people are earning little, but they do not know how to make it grow. But this webinar is going to be of great help to you guys. All right. This is what has helped me in time past. And I know it has helped a lot of people that I know, which I have shared with them personally. So I decided to come up with this and share it with the general group. So for you to be here, just count yourself lucky. Like I said, make sure you don't get distracted and ensure you jot every bit of information, because this is going to be of great help to you guys. All right, it's going to be of great help to you. So let's start going deeper one after the other. What is wealth creation? What is wealth creation? Like I said earlier on, wealth is all about acquiring more than what you need. It's all about acquiring more than what you demand for. A lot of people want this. You and I want this. In fact, everyone wants to be wealthy. They want to create wealth, but do not know how to go about it. So what is wealth creation? Wealth creation is the process of investing in different asset classes where investment will help in fulfilling key needs such as money, property, etc. General belief of wealth is that you own property, you own money, you hold a lot of things. But believe me, you cannot be wealthy if you do not have investment. You cannot be wealthy if you do not have multiple streams of income. Keep jotting that down, guys. You cannot be wealthy if you do not have investment. You cannot be wealthy if you do not have multiple streams of income. You cannot be wealthy when your money is not working for you. Okay, so you want to be wealthy by having an investment. Okay, because investment gives you the opportunity to be able to diversify and makes money from all sorts of life and all of that. This is just a simple process. Take this, put it down somewhere. You can only become wealthy when you have a series of investments. And the goal right here is to enlighten you and to let you know what you need to do to invest in anything at all. All right. So wealth creation is the process of investing in different asset classes where investment will help you fulfill your key needs, such as money and property. So that is what you need to create wealth. You need to get investments in place. You need multiple streams of income rolling in time to time before you can become wealthy, guys. All right. The next one I have right here is investment. Investment. Like I said, the first thing you need to do when you want to invest is for you to know the road path. You don't just think about investment. A lot of people have this dream. A lot of people want to invest, but they do not know how to go about it. A lot of people have money in banks. A lot of people have a lot of things they can convert to become cash and make an investment, but they do not know how to go about it. A lot of people remain in the same spot and they are not moving forward because they do not have investments. Many people desire this, but they don't know what to do. They do not know who to talk to. They do not know what path they need to follow. So investment is very, very simple. What is investment? Investment is an effective way to put your money to work and potentially build wealth. It's as simple as that. It is an effective way to put your money to work and potentially build wealth. So, like I said, a lot of people have their money in the bank, 500,000 naira, 1 million naira, 5 million naira, 10, 15 million naira, and all of that. Believe me, the bank are investing with your money. They are using that money you are keeping in the bank, they are investing it somewhere to get huge return for themselves. Why they give you peanuts or nothing at the end of the month? You will agree with me, those of you who are really, really familiar with loans. When you put 1 million naira in the bank, the maximum uh, interest they will give you in a month, I think is less than 5%. Someone was chatting with me the other time. The person said, I think he was working in the bank. He said 3%, 2.5%. So let's even say 5%, which means the money you put in the bank, you save in the bank, banks are using it to invest in somewhere else and give you either nothing or peanuts at the end of the month. So you want to be able to put your money to work. You want to be able to use what you have to get what you want. The little money you have can become a mighty ocean, because people say a drop becomes a mighty ocean when it drops consistently. When when it drops consistently, it becomes a mighty ocean. But the only problem is that a lot of people are not patient with this. So investment is a way of you putting your money to work for you and build wealth. So when you put your money to work, it generates more money for you and keeps growing like that, on and on and on. And at the end of a period, it becomes larger. So that means you automatically building wealth. So this is just a way for you to build um, wealth. So if you are dreaming of becoming wealthy and you do not have the mind of an investment, okay, you do not have the mind of an investor, trust me, you are going nowhere. So if you want to become wealthy, this is exactly what you need to do. Create an investment, have an investment portfolio. You may start with one, but later on, as time passes, you're gonna grow with it. Once you know the process and the road path to follow, you are going to grow with it and diversify your portfolio. So once you keep having money coming from left, right, and corner due to your investment, that is when you become wealthy. You can only become wealthy when your expenditure is less than your income. A lot of people in this part of life are struggling to live because their income is far, far, far below their expenditure. So there is no way such person can become wealthy. There is no way such person can think of an investment. Someone whose monthly expenditure is about 100,000 naira, for example, monthly expenditure is about 100,000 naira, and the person is earning 50,000 naira. So check it out. How can such person be able to think of an investment? But you need an investment, you need to put an investment in place to grow your wealth. So, like I said, even you are earning as little as you are earning, what I'll be sharing with you today is going to enlighten you, is going to guide you, is going to let you know what you need to do to start investment with immediate effect or over time. even if you are earning small capital and you think your expenditure is more than your income. So let's put it that way. If your expenditure is more than your income, what you'll be learning to like along the way is going to guide you to even invest out of the little you are earning. All right. So you need to have the mind of an investor if you really want to become wealthy. All right. This is what where wealth starts from. It is only investors that eventually become wealthy, guys. Okay. Now, a lot of people in this world have the mindset of how do I put the mindset of not growing. They have the mindset of staying in one place. They don't have the mindset of diversification. They don't have the mindset of risking. They do not have the mindset of uh, putting something in place and expect something in return. So tonight, guys, you want to take away that mindset if you really want to become an investor. You want to take away that mindset if you really want to become wealthy. All right. So I'm going to share something with you right now. Look at this. Look at this cash flow quadrant, guys. Why you need to become an investor? Why you need to become an investor? Why you need to become an investor? The reason why you need to become an investor now. This is Robert Kiyosaki cash flow quadrant. After studying this quadrant, I realized that this is the perfect explanation for life generally. And this is where we have all the four categories of people in this life. And how you take your life, how you think about life, how you think about investment, how you think about creating wealth is going to determine where you will belong in these four aspects of life called cash flow quadrants. Called cash flow quadrant. Now, the first one I want to be talking about, guys, is here the employee. You see, the majority of people that work in this quadrant, this is the fourth way of living, and probably the most difficult aspect to get rich. A lot of people in this aspect of life think that the mindset they have is that okay, the general mindset where a lot of people in the past, probably their parents, their uncle, or someone close to them, their general belief and their general advice to people in this category E, which is employee, is that go to school, study hard, come out with a good grade, or make sure you pass out and secure a good job. Now, look at this. I will tell you that 60% of people, or 60% of people around the world, okay, let's say the population of the world, okay, out of 100%, 60% works falls within this category. 60%, 60% falls within this category. So the general belief people have is that go to school, study hard, come out with a grade, then secure a job for yourself. So these are people that exchange their time for money. There is no freedom around this circle at all. Once you become an employee, I know a lot of us who are right on this call are employee. Employee do not have freedom. You have to wake up at a predefined time, get to work before a certain time, otherwise you get queried. And you don't close until a certain time clocks. So as an employee, most of the people don't get rich with this mindset. So once you fall within this category, you will realize that you will be working and living from paycheck to paycheck, which means your salary today is what you're going to depend on. Is what you're going to depend on. So employee will definitely remain the same. Now, the next one I have right on this call is self-employed. This is getting a little bit better. Self-employed. This kind of people, they own their job, and many times they do their work as they believe it is their profession. All right? It is their job, and they believe it is their profession. So they do not trust anyone with this job. They do it all alone. For example, we have the mechanic. For example, we have the lawyer. We have the doctors, engineers. Let me. So those who hold their private, they are self-employed. Even the small shop owner and all of that. So right, this set of people, you only work. You can only get money once you work. You can only get money to be a self-employed person. You will only get money when you work, which means once you exchange your time for money. So the more time you devote right here, the more money you are going to get. If you do not devote time to work, you are getting no money. You are getting no results. So for you to become a lawyer, it is very, very important for you to represent someone in the court of law. So they pay you for the service. Once you are not there, you don't go to court, you don't have a case to represent, you don't get paid. You get paid for what you do. So this is self-employed category. Now, 33% of the population, sorry, 35% of the population fall within this category. 35% of the population fall within this category, guys. So if you are self-employed, you are still not free. So become a self-employed person, you are still not free. It means there is no time freedom. You do not have time freedom. You can't earn money if you do not commit some time. You cannot earn money if you do not dedicate some time to work for either someone or you work for yourself. So you exchange time for money. So as a self-employed person, you want to upgrade yourself. If you are currently a self-employed person, all right, you want to upgrade yourself. Now, the next one I'll be talking about right here, this is getting really, really interesting, guys. The next one I want to be talking about right here is the next one right here is the business owner. Look at this. The business owner. This is where life is getting really, really interesting. This is where life begins to be good. This is where you start creating wealth, guys. As a business owner, the group, this type of people owns the system or process. It means you have a system, you either have a company or a big shop or a supermarket or something that can give you money constantly. So people work for this category of people. They do not think of what is going to happen. So for you to, if you are a business owner, your worry becomes less. The business owner do not need to trade his time for money because he owns the system, because he owns the job, is the owner of the job. For example, those in the category of employee, you know how your boss behaves. For example, the owner of the company you are working with. So they do not necessarily need to be there with you guys to work. Business owners don't even want to be there. They may be somewhere else in Miami, enjoying themselves, somewhere else in Paris, Caribbean Island, Dubai, anywhere, enjoying themselves, while you, employee, you working for them. So they get their money, they create wealth. This is where wealth, the origin of wealth starts from. So business owners do not worry at all. Their belief is that they have the system that can give them they can give them the return, the money they need at every point in time, and of course the money will keep for them as a business owner. So for you to become a business owner, you need to upgrade yourself from an employee or from a self-employed person and become a business owner. So this is where wealth creation can start from. All right, guys. So you want to own a system that can continue giving you the resources, the money, and all of that. So the next I'll be talking about right here is which is the ultimate part of it. And before I proceed to the investor, you based on study, only 4% of the population falls within this category. Can you imagine the difference? 60%, 35%. Can you imagine the difference? So only 4% fall within this category. And the last one right we have, which is the giant of it all, is the investor. Is the investor. Only 1% of people falls within this category. Can you imagine the difference between employee, self-employed, business owner, and investor? Only 1% falls within this category. Now, to become an investor, it means you are creating wealth, or probably you have created wealth already. So the investors are one of the most financial free group of people that makes their money works for them. So investor is more powerful than owning a business. You as an investor, you're less concerned about what is going to happen. The only thing you want to do is just for you to study, put your money to work, and get away. Now, let's use Facebook as an example. A lot of people have shares in Facebook. They are investors. As Facebook shares keeps growing, so their investment is growing. So they are less concerned about the operation of Facebook. What their concern is before they take investment is to study where how this is going to grow, how investment is going to grow. Once they have the right projection that this is going to grow, they put in their investments and walk away. So you, as one of the shareholders, as the investor of this company, your money is working for you. You do not necessarily need to be there. This is more powerful. Robert Kiyosaki said, you can only become wealthy once your expenditure is less than your income. Another thing is that you can only get financial freedom once you think of having an investment. That is the way you can have financial freedom. So only 1% of people falls within this category. And this is where you really want to belong, guys. You want to become an investor. Once you become an investor, life begins to change. gradually until you grow big. You see, financial freedom comes once your money is working for you while you are asleep. It means your investment is growing while you are asleep. Robert Kiyosaki said, you will work for the rest of your life if you do not have money working for you, if you are not making money while you are asleep. So you want to make money while you are asleep. You want to make money while you are away. You want to make money while you are enjoying your life. You want to make money while you are with your family, having a nice time. You want to make money while you are with you are anywhere else. So this is where you really want to belong. You want to have money work for you time to time, guys. So now look at this, guys. My question for you guys is that where do you really want to belong? Where do you really want to belong among these cash flow quadrants? Where do you really want to belong? Now, guys, I know a lot of people, it's difficult. Of course, it's difficult for you to fall within any of these two, but trust you cannot graduate to be an investor if you do not attend to be an employee or to be self-employed. So you want to graduate from an employee to be an investor or a business owner, precisely to be an investor. So you cannot attend any of these two without attaining this. You cannot become an investor if you are not formally an employee or self-employed or have having your own business. You can't become an investor without going through either of these three. So guys, as you are in any of these three, you want to think of becoming an investor. So how do you want to go about that? I'm going to share that with you guys. I'm going to share that with you guys, and the information I'm going to share with you uh, right about now is going to is going to amaze you guys. So let's keep going on. So my question, everybody in the chat, where do you want to belong? Put that in the chat. Somebody said, cannot see my, can you see my PowerPoint, guys? Can you see my PowerPoint, everybody? Please let me know in the chat, everybody. Okay, somebody said investor. Can you see my slide, everybody? I believe you guys should be seeing my slide. You should be seeing my slide right now. You should be seeing my slide. So everybody let me know, where do you want to be? Where do you want to be among these four categories of cash flow quadrants? Where do you really want to be? Investor, investor. Everybody, we need to be an investor. We need to be an investor. Now let's keep moving. We need to be an investor. So where do you want to belong? Look at this. This is a powerful word, guys. Where do you want to belong? We want to become an investor. Now, look at the self-employed employee and self-employed. It is very, very difficult to get rich. If you are employee, if you are self-employed, it is very, very difficult for you to become rich. Why is it difficult? Because you make money and there are a lot of expenses waiting for you to get your paycheck. There are a lot of expenses waiting for you to get your paycheck before you go before you even think of saving anything. So it's difficult for you to get rich if you are an employee, and many of you can attest to that. So the next one right here is their core value is security. They want to be sure that they do not lose their job. They want to be sure that their job is secured. They are not so much concerned about the future. They are so much concerned about the security of their job. So, and the next one right here is this side consists of 95% of the population with less than 5% of total wealth. What does this mean? means 95% of people in this category, 95% of people are in this category, and they earn just 5% of the wealth, which means 5% wealth is shared among these 95% of people. Look at it, means 5% wealth is shared with 95% of people. So tell me, how can this set of people become wealthy when just 5% of wealth is shared with 95% of people? So out of 100%, 95% of people are earning just 5%, which means 5% is shared among them. So it is no way for them to become rich or wealthy. They can only live from their hand to mouth or have small savings, but they cannot become wealthy. You will agree with me, guys? It will be difficult to be, if you fall within this category, it will be difficult to become wealthy. You can have some savings, which is good, which is normal, but it will be difficult to become wealthy. So these people trade time for money. So they devote their time to work, then they get reward for the time they have devoted. They devote their time to work, then they get rewarded for the time they have devoted to work. Okay, so you can see the difference now. Now back to business owner and investor. Business owners and investor. This, like I said, I keep saying it. This is where life, uh, this is where good life begins. You as a business owner or an investor, it is very, very easy, absolutely easy for you to get rich. You can get rich quick if you are a business owner or an investor. Now, let's for example, have 2 or 3 businesses that gives you income regularly. You have investments that gives you money regularly, precisely time to time. Money comes in from this investment or from your business. So before you know it, your income will be more than your expenditure, and you become wealthy gradually until you grow big. So it's very, very easy to get rich if you are a business owner or an investor. So their core value right here is freedom. Business owner is free. Investors are free. So you can do anything, you can go anywhere you like, you can do whatever you like at any point in time. Your income doesn't depend on your time. Your revenue does not depend on what you do. You have already invested. So your income is rolling in from your investment. You have the business that gives you money. So revenue comes in from your businesses. So you have that time freedom. You can do anything you like at any point in time. I hope this is making some sense to you guys. If this is making some sense to you, please type in freedom in the chat. Type in freedom in the chat. If you really want freedom, please type in freedom in the chat. If you really want freedom, type in freedom in the chat, guys. Type in freedom in the chat. If you really want time freedom, please type in freedom in the chat. Okay, so the next one I have right here is that this side consists of 5% of the population with more than 95% of total wealth. Wow, this is highly, highly interesting, guys. You want to fall within this category, I tell you guys, you really, really want to fall within this category. Look at this, guys. 5% of people across the world, just 5%, makes 95% of the total wealth, which means out of 100 wealth we have across the world, Just 5% of people, only 5% have acquired this 95% within themselves. It's really, really magnitude, guys. 95% of wealth is given to just 5% of people. So you want to struggle to be among these 5% of people, no matter what. And you can only be among these 5% if you are an investor or a business owner. But being an investor, you will quickly get there than being a business owner. So you want to try, do everything within your might, do everything within your power to be among these 5% that are earning 95% of the total wealth across the world. Now, look at their money is not dependent on time. They make their money work. So it does not mean if their money is tied somewhere. Once they have the investment, their money is working for them. Once they have the investment, their money generates more money for them. Once they have invested their money, they don't once they have the investment of their money, they look forward to their return. That is justice, guys. So my golden advice to every one of us on this call tonight is that we need to have the mindset of an investor. Trust me, guys. Anything this is going to take you, you want to have the mindset of an investor and you want to act fast on this, guys, before it is too late. Okay, because there is time for everything in life. Human get age. That is why I said it is before it's too late. Human get age. So we are not getting younger by the day. So we want to have the mindset of an investor. So let's keep moving, guys. This is going to be really, really interesting, guys. Investment process. Look at it, guys. On this slide, you are going to learn something really absolutely powerful, guys. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. Investment process. Like I said earlier on, many people really want to invest, but do not know how to go about it. Many people want to invest, but they do not know the process. Many people want to invest, they do not know the area they have to invest their money into. Many people are making money, but they do not know how to grow their money. Many people are making little capital, but their problem is that how can I put in little capital aside to invest because uh, their expenditure is more than their income. So someone whose expenditure is more than his or her income, how can such person think of an investment? So once you have the mindset of an investor, and what you'll be learning right on this slide is going to help you more. And what you'll be learning right after this slide, here downward, I have a powerful information for you guys. So now, let's take it one after the other. You want to list this down, guys. 7 steps process to develop investment plan. You will agree with me that before you go into any business at all, even if it's a small shop, a supermarket, any business at all, it is highly, highly important for you to put every step, everything you want to buy, everything you want to do. It is very, very important for you to put it into writing. Otherwise, you're going to make mistake. The same thing goes with an investment. Okay, because this is the giant of every business in life. This is the giant of them all. So once you have this mindset, you are able to put everything you're going to learn today in place. It's going to help you a lot. Trust me, guys. So 7 step process of developing an investment plan. Number one, getting started in investing. This is another thing. Getting started. A lot of people don't know that investment is a lot of people do not know this. They just believe that, okay, I want to invest, give me my return at the end of the month. I want to invest. I will get also amount percentage at the end of the month as my profit. You're right. You are very, very correct. But investing, for you to get started, you need to have the mindset of a long time, because this is a long term process. It is when you have an investment for a long time, that is when you can become wealthy. You have an investment for a period of 2 years right on the spot with a company. You have another one with a company with 5 years. You have another one with another company with 3 years. Before you know it, you become a wealthy man. But a lot of people want to get quick money. That is why they are losing a lot of money. Even a lot of people have peanuts, but they don't know that their peanuts can produce a lot of money to them. Come on, guys. If what I'm making, well, what I'm sharing with you is making some sense, type in one in the chat. If what I'm sharing is making some sense, put in one in the chat box. If what I'm sharing with you is making some sense, everybody put in one in the chat. I want to be sure you guys are following. If what I'm sharing with you is making some sense, guys, put in one in the chat. All right, somebody said A1. Thank you so much. We are 30 on the call, so only 2 responses, guys. Where are others? Everybody, if you're following and what I'm sharing with you is making some sense, put in one in the chat. Okay, maybe you want also end the section right now, guys. Maybe I should just, uh end the session right now and keep the rest information myself, because this is where the information lies, and I want to be sure you guys are following. So if you're not typing one, that means you're not following. So I need to just end the session and just keep the whole process to myself. So it does not change anything from me. It only adds to my knowledge. All right. So let's keep moving for the benefit of those who put in one in the chat. But trust me, this is going to change your life if you going to follow it judiciously. So that is what you need to get started in investments. You want to have the mindset that this is a journey. All right. You are going on a long-term journey. It is when you have that mindset, that is when you can be comfortable that you are investing your money. You are creating an investment. All right. So the next one, right on the spot, is that know what works in the area of investment. Know what works in the area of investment. But guys, look at this. A lot of people want to invest, but they do not know which area to go in. A lot of people want to invest, but they do not know which area to invest. So you want to know the exact area to invest before you put in your hard-earned money. You don't just go into an investment without having good understanding about the area you want to invest. You want to know what works in the area of your investment. So this will let you know if you have to go into that investment or not. So you know what works and what does not. So once you have a good mindset about a plan on the area where you want to invest, then this will guide you judiciously and it will tell you if your investment is going to grow or not. A lot of people that have already invested in any business do not know what is working in that area of investment. They just believe that, okay, a friend is investing in a particular area. I need to put in my money. If a friend or family is putting his or her money in so investments, I want to go there without doing uh their research, knowing what works and what does not. Now, the next thing is that you want to know your investment strategy. You want to know your investment strategy. What is a strategy? A strategy is a predefined arrangement that gives you hints where to invest, when to invest, and when to stay out of investment. So you want to have a strategy, investment strategy. This is one of the important aspects of investment. You want to have investment strategy. This strategy will continue to guide you to ensure most of the time your investment is going to grow. When you have a proper strategy in place, it's going to help you. You want to invest in property. You want to invest in real estate. You want to invest in oil. You want to invest in financial market. You want to invest in every other thing. You need to know the strategy. You need to know when to buy and when to stay out of that investment. You need to know when to go in. So your strategy is a predefined uh, arrangement that tells you this is when you need to go into an investment. This is when you have to stay out of an investment. All right. Now the next one you have right here is that know your friends and enemy. Know your friends and enemy. A lot of people invest blindly, guys. Sometimes in the past, I've heard in the situation that where people will say, okay, even it's still happening to date, that they'll ask you, come and invest. I give you so amount of profit at the end of the month. Invest your money with me. Trust me. You see, a lot of people in this category, they are your enemy. You want to know who are your friends. You want to know who are your enemies. Once you are able to know this, then you'll be able to stay away. You'll be able to stay away. But I generally advise people learn investment process, learn how to invest. So you don't give your money to people to invest for you. You don't put your money in a blind market. You don't put your money where you are most likely not to see the capital, talk less of return. So know your friends and your enemy. Know those who will work in your favor and those who will not work in your favor. So once you are able to determine this, you are able to find out this, is going to help your journey a lot. Now, another one right here is that find the right investing path. People want to invest, but they do not know they do not know the right to follow. They do not know the step to take. This is one of the most difficult aspects of it, guys. Once you are able to find the right path, then the journey becomes easier. See, there is a word that says, once you know a road to a journey, once you know a road to a place, the journey becomes easier. Once you follow someone who has been there, who take you by the hand, then you are already there. Which means you want to leverage on someone who has done the same type of investment you are about to take. That is just a simple explanation. Look for someone been who has followed the path you are about to take. Someone who has done the same investment, which you can show that this person knows what he or she is doing about the same investment. These are the type of person you want to work with. So you want to leverage on these people to lead you through the way. to show you the path you need to follow. So once you are able to take this, the journey and the road becomes really, really smooth for you. And this will let you know the right investment to take. Now, once you are investing, like I said, investment is a long time process. Do it for a long time. Don't just think I want to go in and go out right now. Although there are a lot of investment that you have to go in and go out in few days or in few hours, or sometimes even in few minutes. Yes, there are investments like that. But the general belief of investment is that have the mindset that it's a long time process. Okay, if you are going in a business right now or investment right now, you want to go out of that investment in few seconds, in few minutes, let's put it that way. So you want to repeat the same process for a long time to become wealthy. So you don't just do it once and leave it. You still do it, you still follow the same process, do the same process for a long time. All right? So have the mindset of a long time. I hope this is clear, guys. Have the mindset of a long of have the mindset of long time investment. And the father of them all, to crown everything up, you want to learn. Be willing to learn. Be willing to learn. You're about to go into an investment. You want to go into any business. You want to learn that business. Learn it from those who have been there. Learn it from those who know the path. Learn it from those you think knows that knows what he or she is doing. So you want to learn and you want to keep learning. So once you keep learning about your about the area you want to invest in, you becomes better in that area, and so does your investment grows gradually and become bigger day by day. But once you stay out of learning, you are going to lag behind. Once you are in the learning, you will keep moving and keep moving and keep growing. But a lot of people do not want to learn. A lot of people do not want to follow a process. Learning is part of the process of an investment. Now let's go back down the line. You want to become a doctor. Can you become a doctor if you do not go to if you do not go to university, you do not go to school of medicine? Can you become a doctor? It is not possible. Likewise, you cannot become a lawyer if you do not go to school of law. It's not possible. And the same thing goes with investment. You want to learn it. You are indirectly getting the education by learning. So I want to emphasize really well on this, guys. Learning is one of the keys in any area of investment in life. You want to learn that process from someone who has been there. But when you don't learn and you want to go into that aspect, trust me, your investment is not going to grow, or you're going to lose your money on that investment. So guys, be willing to learn if you're ready to invest, if you're ready to become wealthy. If you're ready to become wealthy, be willing to learn. I hope this is very, very clear. Now there are a few things that I have for you guys. Now we've talked about how to invest. The next one right there is that how can you create multiple streams of income? How can you create multiple streams of income, guys? This is one of the things that are under these 7 keywords. Okay? It's part of this, all these things I'm going to give to you guys. You want to also jot this down. I've talked about how to become an investor, okay, which is the investment process. How to become an investor is under investment process, okay. Now, the next thing I want to share with you guys is creating multiple streams of income. How can you create multiple streams of income? I have talked about this. You want to invest in different aspects. You want to invest in different areas, knowing what you are doing. It does not really mean you have to invest in oil, you have to invest in auto, you have to invest in property. That is not what I mean. You may choose to invest in property, but yes, you will diversify your portfolio, have multiple streams of income right in that investment area by having multiple. Okay, let's for example have several properties. You have a property right here. That property has grown to a level that, okay, it has given you maximum profit. The profit you get from there, take it and invest it in another property. Once that one also grows, take the profit you have from there, invest it in another property. It's another property. So that is what I mean by multiple streams of income. So before you know it, you will have more than 5, 6, 7 properties that gives you income. So that's what I mean by multiple streams of income. So you want to learn one aspect of investment and diversify, explore the same area very well, and have multiple streams of income within that area. That is what I mean, guys. I hope this is clear. So you want to have multiple streams of income in an investment area. So the question I want to share with you now is this: how to save up, how to save up capital for an investment. This is one of the problems a lot of people are facing. People want to invest. I know a lot of people that really want to invest, but the problem is that how can they save up? You see, Jim Rohn said, learn to live on 70% of your income. It was when I learned this that things started changing for me, started to change for me for good. To live on 70% of your income. Guys, keep putting this down, guys. Learn to live on 70% of your income. Let's, for example, you are earning $1,000. Let's put it that way. From your employer, you as an employee, you are receiving $1,000 as your paycheck. Now, this is what you're going to do, guys. This is how you want to save up. What you need to do is that you want to learn, leverage, learn on to live on your 70% of your income. You want to think within yourself that, okay, my salary is 700, not 1,000. My salary is 700, not 1,000. You will have the mindset that you are being paid 700 as your salary and not 1,000. And this 30%, you keep it somewhere or start investing it right immediately. Start investing it right immediately. This is how you can really scale up. You that are earning small capital, small paycheck, small salary. You need to have the mindset that, okay, this is what I'm earning. Take 30% out of your money and invest. 30%, you take it out of it and invest it right on the spot. But a lot of people, their problem is that they will say, okay, I am earning 1,000. Because I'm earning 1,000, my wife, my husband knows that this is what I'm earning. Fine, it is good for them to know. But you want to make them understand that you are an investor. And this is one way, this is how you want to invest. So you want to plan your life on the 70%. Okay? You want to plan your life, your family life on the 70%. You want to think, have the mindset that your employer is paying you 700. Is paying you 700 and not 1,000. So once you have this mindset, it will be very, very easy to circle your living on this 700. And once you learn the process of investment, continue to invest the 30% month after month on an investment that will keep giving you at least 10 to 15, 20% every month. Before you know it, your 30% will keep growing, guys. Now, let me blow your mind, guys. Let's, for example, you are earning, let's say, okay, you are earning 1,000. For example, like I said, you are earning 1,000 and you want to put in $300 in an investment, and you want this investment to be giving you, let's say, every year. For example, this investment can be giving you, let's say roughly, it can be giving you 20-30% every month. Okay, because this is very, very possible. Now, in the course of 2 years, you will be amazed how much you are going to get. Now, let me share a page with you guys before we go further. Let me share a page with you. So this is how you want to save up for a small capital. You want to save up from small income. Now look at this, guys. I hope you guys can see what I'm sharing with you on the browser. Now let's, for example, you are earning $300 as from your investment. You are keeping $300 from your investment, and on daily basis, let's say, guys, if you can see my browser, type in one in the chat. If you can see my browser, please type in one in the chat. If you can see what I'm sharing with you about the compounding, daily interest compounding. Okay, guys, good. Now, this is how to calculate your daily interest for a fixed amount. Let's, for example, like I said, you are earning $1,000, but you have the mindset that you want to be keeping 300, which is 30% of your account. You want to start investing it. Now, let's, for example, you have invested 300 with an investment you already know. All right, or probably you are doing it yourself. You're doing the investment yourself. You have the $300. Let's say on a daily basis, this investment is giving you 1%. 1%. You have invested $300, is giving you 1% interest every day, because it is really, really possible to get 1% on your investment every day, even more than 1%, when you know the right investment to put in your money. So now, let's, for example, just an assumption, you have 1%, which is the minimum in a day, 1% in the course of 30 days. Okay? Weekend, yes, say yes. Okay, now let's make the calculation. In the course of 30 days, you are getting 1% on your investment. Now look at, on your investment, it means you have $100 added to your investment in 30 days. You have $100 added to your investment. And there are investments that you will get 5% every day. Yes, highly, highly possible that you get 5% every day. So when you get 5% every day, look at what you get in the chart. Look at, guys. Every day in a month, you get now 196 on that investment. But This is just an assumption, but it is 5%. It's highly possible because we have an investment that gives us 5% every day. So let's put it on a scale of 1% for example. So let's say for 365 days, 365 days, that is 1 year. You are getting 1% on your $300. Remember, this is just for 1 month. The next month, you are still going to add $300 to this, making 600. The upper month, you are still going to add $300 to it, making 900, and on like that. But for the sake of this first month, let's say we leave it for 1 year, 365 days. Now you'll be amazed what you will get. Look at 11,000, 11 over $11,000 with the ratio of 1% profit every day in compounding. In compounding, guys, in 1 year. But when you don't have the mindset of an investor, how can you be able to put this aside? It will be very difficult. No matter how small you are earning, you can still put some money aside. Even if you are earning $100, you can still put $20 aside. You can still put $10 aside. You can still put $30 aside. So for you to even say, okay, you want to acquire knowledge, you want to learn, and you have to pay, because these days a lot of knowledge that you will need to acquire, you will need to pay for it. So let's say you want to pay from this 30% you are putting aside every month. You do everything from it. You pay for learning, you pay for any other thing, you do your investment right there. Your learning is not going to be something that will take much from you. The investment proper will be the main thing that's going to take a lot from you. So to learn, you're probably going to use uh let's say 25% of this 300 to acquire knowledge, to be able to invest the remaining 275. All right. So the 30% you want to put aside is where you want to do everything. You want to set up a business. You need to rent a shop. You need to put in a lot of things in the shop. You do everything within the 30% as you keep putting it aside every month. Okay? You know that anything that you want to do concerning that investment, right from acquiring knowledge, buying anything, doing anything, is going to be from that 30%. So your 70%, which you have your main money, is not going to come into this. So that is going to be for your personal use, your family, your life, and all of that. Though your 30% is what you are going to use for anything you want to do that has to do with the business, right from acquiring knowledge and all of that. I hope this is clear, guys. So now, in 1 year, you have been able to get this. Even let's say on a worst case, you have $5,000 on a worst case with daily compounding interest. You are getting 1% on $300 every day. You are reinvesting the money as it keeps growing. You're getting 1%. This is very doable, guys. So once you have an investment in 3 different places that gives you something like this, trust me, guys, you are becoming wealthier gradually. Before you know it, you grow wider. If this is opening your mind, guys, type in open in the chat. If this is opening your mind, please type in open in the chat. If this is opening your mind, type in open in the chat. I still have few other information to share with you. So this is how the wealthy are growing their money. This is how the investors are doing it. Set up 30% of your income, no matter what. Set up 30% out of your income. Look at that 30% as if it's not part of your salary. Depend anything you want to do on the 70%. Put the 30% aside and start looking how to invest it. How you grow. Before you know it, you quit your job and become a full-time investor. Now, guys, a lot of people spend money on something that is not necessary. For example, cigarettes. For example, alcohol. For example, humanizing and all of that. So many things like that that takes money without giving you return. I am not saying you should not do what delights your mind. You have to do it. Of course, we need to enjoy. But there are times that you don't need all of that. Now I'm going to blow your mind. Let's say someone is uh is is spending $1 on cigarettes every day, and you will agree with me that one stick of uh one stick of a cigarette in this part of the world, the lesser is 10 naira. How do I put it? So when you compound that money in a year, you will be amazed how much that is going to give you. That is even more is more for you to invest with. But a lot of people don't count little things they are doing. A lot of people spend money on taking beer, flexing unnecessarily. It is good to flex, fine, but there are times you need to do it. Once you have the investment in place, you can do anything you like. But once you don't have investment in place, guys, the road will become difficult. Where you need to spend 1,000 naira for yourself, you will hardly come out with 100 naira. But once you have the investment in place, you will spend over 1,000 naira that you bargain for without it affecting you next. So let your mind be open. Some of the things you are doing that you think, okay, this is just nothing now. It is something. When you start putting it together, at the end of the month, you see what you're going to get. Okay, so guys, let your mind be open. This is what you need, how to save small money to invest. All right, so this is how you want to create investment with small income. No matter how much you are earning, no matter how much you are earning, this is what you need to put in place to start gaining your financial freedom. All right, so there are a lot of areas. A lot of people are asking. Somebody is putting in the chat, I think it's a private chat. He said, where can we invest? You can invest in a lot of things, but we have recommendation for you. We are going to share that with you right about now. You can invest in a lot of things depending on your income. If you have good income, big income, huge income, you can invest in any area of your choice. You can invest in property, you can invest in oil, you can invest in supermarket, you can invest in hotel, you can invest in anything, you can invest in the financial market. And the financial market is the area where I invest, and a lot of people are investing. And believe me, I want to blow your mind. I want to blow your mind. 85% of the investors you are seeing today, the wealthy people you are seeing today, invest in the financial market. They invest in the financial market. Tony Elumele is a financial investor. Jim Ovia is a financial investor. So a lot of people like that are investing. In 1992, when what's called Zenith Bank started, now look at, it started with, I think, small capital. Now it has gone in billions because he invested in the financial market. So the financial market is the most lucrative aspect you want to invest. No doubt about that. Quote me anywhere, put it on Google, ask anywhere. The financial market is the top notch where you want to invest. Okay, and there are categories where you want to invest in the financial market. All right, guys. So these are the types of investment we have for you. This is our recommendation because this is what we do. This is what we practice day in, day out. Okay, the financial market, which is known as the Forex market, where you buy and sell currency, and it does not really matter you need to hold this currency. You buy it through digital and you sell it through digital and make your money. It's as simple as that. But for you to be able to do all of this, you want to be able to have the right knowledge. All right. The next one right here is the binary option. The binary option is a superb one. This is where we make 5 to 6% profit every day. And this is consistent, guys. This is an investment where you want to invest. This is an area where you can grow your money over time. Now, let me blow your mind with binary option. Let's go back to the few minutes, guys. I need to take some water. Few minutes. So, guys, so sorry for keeping you waiting. I need to freshen up, so just took some water. So, guys, binary option is another way you want to invest. Okay, this is also financial market, and this is part of forex market. All these recommendations you are looking at is they are types of investment that you want to you would like to do. It's going to blow your mind as I keep explaining, guys. Just come along with me. So now for forex, which is the main financial market, you want to learn this. Everything that you see right here is a process that you need to acquire the knowledge. Once you have the knowledge, trust me, in few years, in few months, you're going to be happy with yourself. You are going to become financially free. You are going to gain your financial freedom, no doubt about that. I have been doing for 6 years right now, and to the glory of God, God has taken good control, and we have trained a lot of people with this. So now let me blow your mind with the binary option, because on binary option, like I said, here we every day we aim for 5% profits. Okay, and this 5% profit that we aim is between 1 hour and 1 hour 15 minutes. We are out with our 5% profit. So this gives us the time to do every other thing we want to do. It does not get us tied down. So with binary option, under 1 hour, we get our 5% or 6%, and we are out in profit for that day. So now, let me quickly share something with you guys. Now, on binary option, let's even say you have $500 account. $500 account. Guys, I hope you guys can see my my browser. So now on binary option, let's say you start your investment with $500 account. Now, our daily profit, which is our target for every day, is 5%. And we have been consistent with this. No doubt about that. We have been consistent with this. Okay. So you want to get 5% profit every day on this for 1 month, which is 20. Reason why I use 20 is that we do not count weekend. Okay, because Saturday and Sunday is out of our trading aspect. It's not part of our trading days. All right, so we use 20 as the days. So in 20 days, which is 1 month, daily reinvestment is 100%. Weekend, no, since we are not using weekend. So now, look at guys, I'm going to calculate with your $500. Look at what you're going to get every month. Your profit every month is going to be $626 every month, which means you start your investment with $500, and we aim for 5% profits every day, which is what we have been consistent with. I keep saying that we have been consistent with it. So now your principal amount, look at it, has grown to $1,326. Having taken your 500 out of this, you can see your profit. This is what your profit is going to be. So this is well over 165% profit. No bank, no business can give you this. So if on a worst case you have 100%, you use 500 to get $500, guys. Trust me, that is even huge. 100% profit in a month compared to having 165%, which is 826. So guys, you need to let your mind be open. So the more capital you have, the more money you are going to earn each day. So on each day, having our daily target with 5%, you can see your earning each day keep growing. You earn $25 as your profit the first day. The second day it increases. The third day it increases. On and on like that. At the end of 20 trading days, you have your total, which is 1,300. So having taken that your capital away, your profit is this. Look at guys. No bank can give you this even in 3 years. Putting $500 in your account or deposit it, they cannot give you this in a year. So guys, let's go back. So the binary is another one you want to invest in. The cryptocurrency. Recently, the cryptocurrency has gone really mad. Let me put it that way. The cryptocurrency has gone really mad. So we have Bitcoin, we have Ethereum, we have Adana, we have all of that. A lot of cryptocurrency. So we want to take you through this part on how to learn. So with cryptocurrency, there is what we call short-term learn, long-term learn. Okay, so you want to learn it very well. You want to be able to invest in a short-term investment and long-term investment. So with long-term investments, you can keep investing more and more. So projection shows that cryptocurrency in the next 2 years or thereabout, this is going to get to around $200,000. So if you have some Bitcoin in your account, in your wallet, guys, in the next 2 years, you want to see how this is going to grow. So we want to teach you how to be able to do all of this. Shares, which is stock, is another one. So we have Amazon stock, we have Facebook stock, we have Tesla, we have all of that. A lot of shares like that, Alibaba, and all of that. So these are the areas where you want to buy in part of the company shares and become a shareholder. And as the company grows in value, so does your investment grows. And I have to tell you, 98% of the companies in the stock market are growing. 98% of them are growing. 98% of them are growing. So about 8 years ago, when you have Facebook shares, you have 2 or 3 Facebook shares. Now, if you convert the money, it's a huge amount of money. So we also have commodities, which is also part of Forex and all of that. We have gold, silver, diamond, and all of that. So all these are educations that you need to acquire. They are separate learning, okay? They have separate learning and different approach to each of them, okay? They are interwoven. So once you have one education, it helps in the other. But they are interwoven, I have to say it. So guys, this is our big recommendation to you guys. You want to be able to learn it the right way and do it the right way. So for those who are eager to make some money from the Forex market, from the financial market, you want to start with binary options. Because binary options is something you can learn in few days and start making money. And we have a program that we do every day, just like I said, a program that we do every day where traders, we connect live and we trade together and we make our 5%. And 5% is being consistent, guys, with this. So we are happy with God, with what God is doing in our midst. So I want to really, really invite you guys to take action right now. Take action. Do something for yourself. Do something for your life. Save up for an investment. Acquire the knowledge. Meet with the right mentor. Roll along with the right person. Invest in the right area of your choice. And you need to take this as an investment, guys. Okay? In any investment that you see, you think it's you want to go in quickly and make money quickly, it's going to be a gamble. You're going to lose your money. And guys, learn how to invest all by yourself. Don't give money to someone to invest for you. When you give money to someone to invest for you, let's, for example, if that person is not available, it means your source of income has stopped. If such person dies, it means your source of income is dead. So once you know how to do it yourself, your income, your wealth is not going to be it's not going to depend on anybody. So it's going to depend on you. All right. So guys, I'm happy to share this vital information with you. If you have gained value in tonight's class, please type in yes, yes, yes in the chat. If you have gained a lot of value, please type in yes, yes, yes in the chat. If you have gained a lot of value in today's class, please put in yes in the chat. All right, I'm so happy you guys have gained a lot of value. I'm so happy you guys have gained a lot of value. So let me quickly share a flyer with you guys. Under a few seconds, we are about to round up the session. In 2 minutes, we are about to round up the session, guys. We are about to round up the session in few minutes. You see, success is not meant for everybody. Many are called, few are choosing, all right? We have a lot of people on the group, but a lot of people are waiting for recording, I know. So a lot of people start chatting me up behind. Where is the recording? We want to listen to it. But I like to talk to those who come live. So this is part of seriousness, guys. So guys, look at, we are having 3 days Forex Foundation program coming up this Saturday. Saturday, March 6th. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, we are starting at 8 p.m. Nigerian time, the same time we started today's session. So that is the time we are starting the 3 days. So within these 3 days, you're going to learn a lot of things about Forex. If you have learned something, if you have learned about Forex in the past and you do not know much, this is going to enlighten you. And we have even packed in a lot of new things into the free foundation course. So after this program, you will be worthy to trade by yourself and make money. Okay, if you are ready to put all what you are going to learn in this class, in this 3-day class, you are ready to put into action. So you are going to you're going to start making money with it. Okay, I do tell all our students, you need to practice to become a good financial investor rather. You need to practice all what you've been learned. So guys, invite your friends, invite your family, invite your colleagues, tell them it's happening. This is free of charge. The 3 days financial program, 3 days free foundation course is free of charge. So after the 3 days foundation course, we will still have an advanced program. Okay, this is where it's another phase entirely. This is where you will be taking deeper and deeper and deeper in the whole process on how to invest. All right, and there is going to be a lot of goodies attached to it, and we are going to give you access with the binary training as well. Okay, this is going to be part of the training. The binary option, which you can connect with us and make 5% profit daily, is going to be part of the advanced program. Okay, it's a different learning entirely, but we decide to put it together as one. All right, so it's going to be an added advantage for those who will take the advanced course. All right, so but make sure you attend the 3 days financial class. It's going to help you guys a lot. So I really appreciate you guys for being here. Make sure you share this information with everybody around you. Do not be stingy, and let us impact a lot of life. All right, so thank you so much for having me. If you have gained value in tonight's uh investment and wealth creation webinar, please type in value in the chat. If you have gained value, please put in value in the chat. Put in value in the chat. If you have gained value in today's webinar, put in value in the put in value in the chat. If you have truly gained value, put in value in the chat. All right, all right. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate your time. I look forward to see you guys on Saturday, 8 p.m. Nigerian time, 7 p.m. GMT. All right. So thank you so much for having me. I still remain your host. My name remains Abolade Adekola, aka the Kingmaker. So thank you so much and God bless. Bye bye for now.